Hey, hello, my name is Oleg. I just came down to the Palisades, which is a range of mountains, cliff I guess, with lots of trees that run down to at least half of the state of New Jersey. And it overlooks New York City, and there you have George Washington Bridge, which is blocked off by some of the trees, and some upstate New York right here. But they're doing something very exciting here. They have here the Children of China Pediatrician Foundation, and I went over and looked at some of the photos. Pediatrics Foundation, I'm sorry. And I looked over, and they're doing an event here, and there's some photos, and I kind of learned about what this organization is all about. And this is one of the things that really, at least in my perception, really separates America and the rest of the countries that are out there. Even though we have a tremendous amount of problems within our own country, local problems, we have people who go out into the world and do wonderful things in areas that there's a tremendous need to have dedicated people solving problems. So for instance, what they do here is they go to China and they treat and they work with some of the children, some of the orphans who are born with certain birth defects. For instance, Chen Yan has a rare genetic disorder that caused her to be born with her hands in tightly clenched fists and her fingers to be overlapped. CCPF surgical team helped her constrict the joints, and with therapy she will be able to function normally, holding, grasping, waving. Fujaya suffers from brittle bone syndrome, and at the age of 5 has already broken both her arms and legs multiple times. There is no known cure for this disorder, but CCPF was able to perform surgery to implant hardware that will straighten her legs, protect her against future breaks, and stabilize her walk. Jonah was just learning to crawl. All of his developmental milestones were being reached, but he was born with a cleft lip that left him orphaned. After CCPF surgical repair and his return to his orphanage, Jonah was adopted by a family in the U.S. Lele, or Lily, was born without a nose. She received corrective surgery in China, but her constructed nose has been growing at a rate out of proportion to the rest of her body. CCPF's plastic surgery team is arranging for her to receive a CT scan prior to our next mission, and plans to perform surgery to correct the imbalance. Leg Kier was born with 2 thumbs on each hand. CCPF performed the surgery to combine the thumbs into one usable thumb. Luke Creer will be able to learn to feed himself right and hold hands. Don Gu, a 14-year-old boy, contracted polio when he was 7. Polio, for the majority, has been eradicated, but in the U.S. at least. Since then, he has barely been able to walk, always needing crutches. CCPF surgery borrowed muscle mass from one part of his body and reattached it to his legs. With therapy, Donggu will be up on both feet and soon walking on his own. Wang Hu Wen, like many children, Wang Hu was born with club feet, but he wasn't able to receive the proper treatment and learn to walk on feet that wouldn't cooperate. After CCPF surgery on both feet and therapy, Hu Wen will be running with the rest of his friends from the orphanage. Yang Yang's digestive tract was blocked, so at 9 years old, he was destined to live the rest of his life with a colostomy bag. CCPF was able to perform 2 corrective surgeries and expect his 3rd surgery during our next mission will fully restore him and remove the bag. Yang is on his way to life without that challenge. Hold on, I'm going to put my coffee down. The first mission, spring 1999. Everything went marvelously well for both the first week of orthopedic surgeries and the second week of plastic and reconstructive procedures. The Chinese doctors saved their most difficult cases for us. We operated daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., as well as several days past midnight. and did over 50 procedures. I believe that our team was immensely appreciated. The teaching them to us and we to them was a major accomplished goal, and strong, lasting friendships developed between our staff and theirs. Dr. John Schullinger.
Dr. Connor is probably the best doctor in the whole world. And when my husband, here's John. And when my husband was supporting his mission and passed away, I said, well, I got so many offers for people to help financially, which is so benevolent. I said, let me direct that money to a good cause, because I do have a job, thank God. I'm a sales and marketing director. And now the money just keeps coming in, but now you're going to see the real me, because I'm going to use my talent, in addition to my job, to really hopefully help CCPF, which is my dream, to help Gina, who founded this great charity, and Dr. Connor. My employer, Crow Horwath, is supporting me. We have so many employees from Crow today. And I just want to say that companies like Crow and so many banks in this country, there's 10,000 banks, really exemplify core and virtuous values. And that's how you move on in life. You make progress and you persevere. And that's what I'm doing with all of you. And I just hope that, like Gina was saying today, her mission is amazing. We're helping these kids one by one. So we all need your help. I believe in all of you. I thank you. God bless all of you. And thanks so much, Gina and Dr. Connor, for honoring my beloved husband in this way. It means so much to me and to my family. We really appreciate all you do. Thanks so much. Everybody have fun walking.
Thank you, Marissa, and to the whole Spagnoletti team here today and in your life. I'm Joshua Hyman, and I'm the Associate Medical Director of CCPF, and with my wife, Liz Corsini. Liz, where are Elizabeth? We sit on the board of directors and help to chair this event. In addition to the Spagnoletti team, you are all participating today as a member of a team representing one of hundreds of children that we have helped during the past 14 years. Lili, Yang Yang, Kong Guo, you've seen their stories hanging up here in the pavilion. And now you are hiking or biking on their behalf, as well as the kids that we have yet to help. Seeing the smiles on these children's faces and the relief in their caregivers' eyes after surgery is something that needs no translation. So I have a few thank yous, so bear with me and then we'll be off on our way. I first want to thank the board and the mission team members for making this commitment. So please raise your hand so everybody can recognize you. Board members, mission people, and I want to give a special thanks to Michelle Pronovo for making the trip with her husband from Ohio just for this event. Michelle. I want to thank our bike and hike committee as well as the volunteers for making today possible. And I want to thank our sponsors very much as well for helping out with today. And I want to thank the individuals who went out of their way to raise funds from their family and friends to support their ride and their hike. Sujalit Islam, Stephen Lapsker, Stephanie Taylor, Karen Wish, and Marshall Kearney. And thanks to all of you for participating today with your energy and donations. There are about 160 of us today, and we are well on our way of reaching our goal of $180,000. So thank you all very much. I'd like to thank Scott Redden, our DJ. He's done it every year for us, and his enthusiasm is immensely appreciated. And I want to thank the performers from Columbia University Chinese Student Associations that will be performing their Chinese yo-yo and lion dance. When you come back from the bike and hike, you're going to be in for a real treat. So, and yes, last but not least at all, I do want to thank Barb Eddington. Where's Barb? Barb and her staff, thank you so much. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to turn it back to Scott.
Are you ready? Okay, can we have the board over here to my right, the board? We're going to take a picture. Thank you. While they're doing that, again, the performers are going to start pretty much on time at 3:30. And again, we're going to have a couple of games of contests before that, so plan accordingly. In other words, figure out how far you've gone halfway so you can make it back about 3:15. We have 3 groups Where are the bikers? It's going to be led by Greg. Where's Greg? You see his sign that says bike? You're going to go by the registration area. When he starts, that's when you start. Hikers, Dr. Daniel Gordon. There he is right over there. You're going to just follow him if you're a hiker. And there's walkers, which is different from hikers. That's Michelle. Where's Michelle? Michelle has the... That doesn't look like Michelle. But you see where the walk is? Follow the walk sign. So you have bikers, hikers, and walkers. And again, once you guys start gathering around right behind the signs, the bicycles will be by the registration area. The walkers and hikers are over here to my left. So once again, they're not starting just yet. Just hold up the signs there so they can see you. Hikers here, walkers there, bicycles over by the registration table. And as soon as they start walking, you just follow them. Enjoy. Please plan accordingly. If you find yourself going a little too far, make sure you come back in time. The bikers are over there by the registration area. They will lead you off. So you guys are excited. I hope you're ready. And again, look at that. The sun just came out again. Enjoy, everybody. Have a good time. Even if you don't want to come back for my music, make sure you're back by 3:30 for the beautiful performers. I'm so excited to have them.
You see that? That's what... Tremendous problems in our communities, but people still find the time and courage to help people in other places, in other parts of the world.